Now students, on previous turn we have seen the venation of the leaves, the type of venation. Okay, we have seen the type of venation, that how the veins are arranged on leaves. So that venation is of two type. The one is reticulate and the other one was parallel, right? We have seen if in the leaves the veins run parallel to the midrib, then it is called parallel venation, right? And if in the leaves the veins form like this network like structure, okay, then this is called reticulate venation, right? So on previous turn we have seen the types of venation. Now today we will see the types of leaves. Okay, the types of leaves. Students, leaves are generally of two types. The one is simple leaf or the other one is compound leaf. Okay, simple and compound. Now what is the meaning of simple leaf and compound leaf? Students, see, those leaves in which there is only one lamina. Okay, there is only one lamina, one large lamina or one large leaf blade. That leaf is called simple leaf. Okay, that leaf is called simple leaf. For example, mango. Okay, you can see that there is a one large lamina, okay, or leaf blade. Lamina is also called leaf blade. So there is one large lamina or leaf blade. That leaf is called simple leaf. For example, mango. The another type, that is compound leaf. What happens in compound leaf, students? Their large lamina will be broken down into very small parts. Okay, there is not one large lamina. Despite that, instead of that, their lamina will be broken down to very small parts. Okay, for example, you can see there are very small leaves, small parts. Okay, so the lamina is broken down to very small leaves or very small parts. These parts are called leaflets. What they are called? Leaflets. Okay, so the type in a compound leaf, what happens? The leaf blade is divided into leaflets. Okay, the whole leaf blade means the large lamina will be divided into small leaflets. Okay, example is neem. I hope that you have observed the neem leaves. What happens in neem leaves? In neem plant, the leaves are very small, and these small leaves are called leaflets. Okay, there is not a very large lamina. So what happens? What is the benefit of compound leaves? Okay, students, see, in simple leaves there is a large lamina, okay, and in compound leaves the lamina is divided into small parts, that are leaflets. So if you will join all these leaflets, then even that whole part will be lesser than this simple leaf. Okay, this whole part will be less in size than this simple leaf. Okay, so it means in compound leaves the lamina is reduced, the lamina is decreased. In simple leaves the lamina is very large, and in compound leaves the lamina is reduced, okay, decreased. So if lamina is decreased, then stomata is decreased, and if stomata is decreased, then what will happen? Transpiration will be decreased. Okay, so to reduce transpiration, in compound leaves the transpiration is reduced in comparison to simple leaves, because in compound leaves the lamina is reduced, that's why transpiration is also reduced. Okay, now this we have seen the types of leaves, that simple and compound leaves. Now students, how these leaves are arranged on the stem? Okay, these leaves are arranged on the stem now. So how they are arranged? You must have seen that in some plants the one leaf is here, the one leaf is here. Okay, like this. In some plants the both leaves are opposite to each other, like this. Okay, so what is this? This is the different types of arrangement of leaves on this stem. Okay, the leaves are arranged in this type. The leaves are arranged in different pattern on the stem. In this type the leaves are arranged in different pattern on the stem. Okay, so the arrangement of the leaves on the stem, how they are arranged, this is called phyllotaxy. What it is called in biological language? It is called phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy means the arrangement of leaves on the stem. Okay, what is phyllotaxy? The arrangement of leaves on the stem. Now students, this arrangement is of generally three types. How many types? Three types of arrangement is there: alternate, opposite, and hold. Okay, alternate, for example, at one node only one leaf will be arisen. Okay, will be arisen. At one node only one leaf is there. at another node only one leaf but in another direction. You can see this leaf is in this direction and this leaf is in this direction. Okay, so only one leaf arises from each node. Leaves are attached to stem in a spiral pattern. That is I'm saying that one leaf is this in this direction, other leaf is in this direction, again this leaf is in this direction, and the next leaf is in this, means a spiral pattern. Okay, like this spiral pattern. Okay, see, spiral pattern. Okay, so the arrangement in which at one node only one leaf arises and in all the leaves are in a spiral pattern or in different directions. Okay, that is called, that type of arrangement is called alternate arrangement. Alternate means the pattern of the leaves is a spiral and at one node only one leaf is there. Alternate arrangement. Which type of arrangement? Alternate. Now the second is opposite. Okay, examples of alternate arrangement is sunflower, mango. Okay, these are the examples of alternate arrangement. If you have the mango and sunflower plant in your house, then you can observe also. Okay, now the second is opposite arrangement. Now students, in opposite arrangement, one pair of leaves arise from each node. Here at one node there was only one leaf, but here at one node there is one pair of leaves, means two leaves. At one node there are two leaves. Okay, in some plants, in like guava, all the, for example, see, in some plants like in guava, if at this node there are two leaves, okay, like this, so at this node also there will be two leaves like this in same direction. Okay, means parallel to each other, for example, in which plants? In guava. Okay, this is in guava. And in basil, students, in basil means tulsi. Okay, in tulsi plant, in basil plant, what happens? At one node the two leaves are like this, so at other node the two leaves will be in this direction, means at right angle to each other. For example, this is at one node the two leaves are like this, at another node the two leaves, one leaf will be in this direction and the other leaf at this node the other leaf will be in downward direction. Okay, like this. So they are right angle to the upper layer. This is one layer, this is another layer, so this is at right angle. And in this guava plant, all the layers are parallel to each other. One layer is like this, other layer is like this, third layer is like this, so all the layers are parallel to each other. And in basil, the second layer is right angle, at right angle to first layer. Okay, see, a pair of leaves arise from the same node but opposite to each other, right? A pair of leaves arise at each node, but one is in this direction, other is in this direction. In some plant like guava, the successive layers of the leaves are parallel. You can see all the layers are parallel to each other. And in some like basil, the successive layers are right angles to each other, which I told you. The one is this, then the other one will be this and this direction. Okay, so this is called opposite arrangement. The third is hold arrangement. What is hold arrangement? Student, in this type of arrangement, at one node there will be more than two leaves. Okay, more than two or three leaves, and they grow at, all the leaves grow at same node. More than two or three leaves grow at same node and they are arranged in a circular pattern. Okay, in a circular fashion. So this type of arrangement is called hold arrangement. Okay, examples, these are the some plants, Nerium, Oleander. Okay, these are the some plants in which hold arrangement is found. So on the basis of arrangement, leaves are of three types, or you can say arrangement are of three types. Arrangement is of three types: alternate, opposite and hold. So this was all about leaf. Students, on next turn we will start flower. Thank you.